Idoho, Lilia, Sherry, Nancy, Leah, and Frida. Okay, welcome everyone. And I'm in the middle of reading a wonderful book by J.D. Salinger, which is called Franny and Zoe. Franny and Zoe. Has anyone read it? Can you give like a thumbs up if you've read it? A thumbs down from Leah. Okay, so no one's read it. It's a beautiful book, probably written in the 60s, 50s or 60s. And J.D. Salinger was a great American writer, but he was also extremely well versed in the Indian philosophy or spiritual philosophy. And so it's a book about a brother and sister who are really on a spiritual quest. And the scene opens, the story opens with the sister, Franny. She's at college, and she's exploring working with a mantra, and it's called the Jesus Prayer. And it's from an ancient book called The Way of the Pilgrim, which is it was a reality. There is that ancient book. And it's all about the story of a pilgrim who wanders all over Russia, repeating, internalizing this prayer, the Jesus prayer. I think it's, I forget what the exact words are, but it's surrendering one's existence to the universal force. And so in the middle of the Franny and Zoe, Zoe, the boy, comes across his older brother's old journal. And in it, there's these beautiful quotes. And there's a quote by an ancient Greek writer that I want to use as our springboard for meditation tonight. And the writer's, the ancient Greek is Epic, E-P-I-C, Tatus, T-E-T-U-S, Epictetus, Tatus, Epictetus. So he gives a really good synopsis of the individual's relationship to the universal force. And so he says, concerning the gods, there are those who deny the very existence of the Godhead. Others say that it exists, but neither bestirs nor concerns itself, nor has forethought of anything. So some people say there is no supreme deity. The next opinion is there is this universal force, but it's totally detached from what's going on in our world, our experience. A third party attribute to the Godhead existence and forethought, but only for great and heavenly matters, not for anything that is on this earth. So this energy is involved, but only at the highest realms and not, touching our earthly realm. A fourth party admit things on earth as well as in heaven, but only in general and not with respect to each individual. A fifth, of whom Ulysses and Socrates are those that cry, I move not without thy knowledge. I move not without thy knowledge. And so what I love about the passage is this ancient Greek writer really has summed up the possibilities in our relationship with, as he says there, the Godhead, or the supreme energy of the universe. And the first option is, hey, there is no God, there is no divine force in the world. So that's one option. And then when you take the other option, which is there is this energy, this existence, then it's about, well, how involved is this energy with me, with my reality, with my existence? And the opinions go all the way from, hey, that Godhead energy is just detached, and whatever's going on in my life, in my mind, my world, my ups and downs, that energy has nothing to do with. Whereas he says the other extreme is Socrates and Ulysses, and their view that I don't do anything, nothing, I don't move without the Godhead knowing it, that the Godhead is intimately involved with everything. And that is, that's pretty much the spiritual philosophy that I have veered towards, is that the supreme or the divine energy is inside everything. It's inside every atom, every molecule, and all that we think, all that we do stems from that energy being so intertwined with us. And one spiritual teacher who I really like their writings, Sri Aurobindo, he talks about that basically that energy, that Godhead or that supreme energy, is evolving in and through us, so that we are part of this evolution of consciousness moving through matter, animating matter, and rising into that highest realm. And so during our meditation this morning, we'll explore, I'll synopsize a little bit those the 4 different relationships to this energy, and give a couple little visualizations, and you can explore in your own heart how you feel about it. Okay, so we'll jump into our meditation. And if you want to do a few shoulder rolls, linking breath to movement, releasing any holding in the physical or waking up, energizing your physical. And with the shoulders down and back, spine nice and alert. Releasing the jaw, side to side, open and close. It's possible breathing in and out through your nose. Start to take your deepest, fullest breaths of the day. Eyelids either open or close, your choice. But we're going to move just our eyeballs for a moment. So eyeballs looking up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right, back to center. Take a moment actively gazing into the back of your eyelids, assuming your eyelids are closed, or actively gazing at whatever you're looking at with open eyes. Hold your eyeballs still, but still you're consciously, actively looking through your eyes, colors, shapes. Tongue relaxes into the bottom of the mouth. Jaw relaxed, tongue relaxed, eyes motionless, active gazing, deep breathing. Now let's energize our minds with some sense awareness. So we've become aware of our eyes. Focus in now on your ears. Become aware of the sounds or the quietude around you, the space around you. Being conscious both of what you're sensing, but also you, the observer, the witness of the sensations. So sound sensations, and also sense of touch. your body, your clothes, where you're touching the floor. When thoughts arise, be conscious of them, but also again, feeling that sense of there's the thought and there's you, the observer. I see or feel thoughts arising, but I am not those thoughts. I'm the observer, the witness. So being aware of sensations and thoughts. Now let's bring in our imagination. Choose one of your energy centers, root chakra in the pelvic floor. You go solar plexus, heart center, third eye, crown chakra. Choose one and use that as the physical point of your visualization. So visualize around yourself a beautiful sphere of energy. Choose a color you delight in. Feel that the energy connects with your physical body through that point. I'm going to use my heart this morning. So there's beautiful energy around you. It enters into and becomes part of you through that energy center. And there's a circling or a spiraling of the energy within yourself, around yourself, linked to your breathing. Create that with your imagination. And now we'll explore, and I say explore because nothing you do is definitive. We're just experimenting with this, exploring your relationship with that Godhead or the divine energy of the universe. So the first juncture is there is no Godhead, no supreme guiding force, or there is. So if you feel there's not, or you want to explore that, just sit with that, see where that takes you. With the option of there is this divine force, two ways to go. One is to give it a physical form, to be masculine, feminine, old, young. Again, this can shift and change with your meditations, but just choosing either a physical form or a form of pure energy. Einstein said the essence of the universe is truth. So either personified or not. And then exploring, feeling how would it feel if this energy is completely detached from you and your thoughts and experiences. Or slowly allowing the visualization of that energy that it permeates closer and closer into your life. All the way to the Socrates view that nothing happens without the knowledge of that being, that energy. So exploring, seeing what feels best for you, what brings the sweetest feeling. Take a few minutes, use your imagination, see how it feels. Now, if you haven't already, for the last part of this visualization, visualize that energy is intimately related with everything that goes on in your physiology, in your mind, that energy, that supreme energy of the universe, is intimately intertwined with you. See how that feels. Now let's transition from this visualization. We'll reground ourselves in our core sense of self, our sense of being. And you'll do this just through internal self-dialogue. And it's the basic idea that internally you become aware of thoughts and then acknowledge, I'm aware of my thoughts, but I am not my thoughts. I'm the observer of thoughts. So anything that occurs to you, either in the thought world or through the sense world, identify yourself not as that thing, but as the observer, the witness, the enjoyer of whatever you're observing. Becoming aware and feeling this deep sense of self that is constant, the only constant amidst all the physical, mental, emotional changes that go on in our lives. Feeling, being aware of that constant sense of being, of observing your life. It's been Very inspiring meditating with everyone this morning. And whatever transition you move to now, whether it's continuing this meditation or moving into your day, I suggest moving slowly, gradually, and assimilating or doing some journaling, writing down, exploring these different thoughts, emotions, and visualizations as they apply to yourself and grounding yourself in these experiences. The light within me bows to and respects the light in each of you. Namaste.